probably not many of us, but that's exactly what some students in Dudley are doing as they take part in a project to take to the skies, quite literally.
It's amazing, isn't it? The 3-year piece of work is being carried out by pupils in Year 9 and is all part of an effort to get more children into science and technology. Pablo Taylor went to meet them a little earlier.
Well, I'm at the Black Country and Marches Institute of Technology, where students from 4 schools across Dudley are busy making one of these. It is a biplane, famous of course for the 2 sets of wings stacked on top of each other. We can go and actually meet a couple of the students making it in a second, but first let me show you some footage of what this plane looks like in action. Now, it carries 2 passengers and has a top cruising speed of around 80 miles an hour. Well, the most exciting part about this project is the fact that when the students have finished making this plane, they'll actually have the chance to fly it. And we can now talk to a couple of those students involved here. George, what are you up to right now?
Well, at the moment, I'm in the process of gluing the capping strips to the ribs.
And just remind me, how old are you?
14.
14. I remember when I was 14, I certainly wasn't making planes in DT lessons that would one day fly. That must be pretty exciting for you.
Well, obviously, you don't get it in a normal DT lesson. I mean, it's great the opportunities you get from it and the skills you learn.
Absolutely. And Leah, what are you up to right now?
Right now we're just putting the hardening into the capping strips, so then when we stick them together to the rib, it will all like stick together. So.
Which is pretty important because you guys are one day going to fly this thing, aren't you? Have you put your names forward to fly it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting stuff. Well, look, this is all part of a project by the charity STEM High Fliers, which aims to get more children involved in science, technology, engineering and maths. And we can now talk to the secretary of that charity, Mike Roach. Mike, this is an amazing project, but it's not just about learning to build a plane, is it?
No, absolutely not. It's a complete range of life skills. You know, we've already got these youngsters taking part. 2 of them took part in the presentation. They're learning lots of teamwork and particularly attention to detail. You know, a lot of precision in doing all of this, so it needs a lot of concentration, a lot of perseverance, and they're doing a fantastic job. Yeah.
Well, this project has been funded by a grant from the Millennium Point Trust, and we can now speak to their CEO, Abby Vlahakis. Abby, why did you want to get involved in this project?
So STEM careers are, they're about solving problems and creating solutions, and STEM skills are needed across all sectors. They're in high demand. And so for Millennium Point Trust, it's about inspiring more young people to go into those STEM careers, which are really rewarding. And seeing this project, STEM High Fliers, where they go on to build a plane at the end of the day and get to see that in the air, how better way to make learning fun by getting involved in a project like this.
Well, it certainly does sound like a lot of fun. By the way, this is a long-term project. Students will be here every week for the next 3 years, and the hope is that by 2025, they'll be able to take to the skies in something like this.
Brilliant.
Incredible, wouldn't it?
Brilliant. And obviously, in 3 years' time, we've got to send Pablo back.
And Pablo will pilot it.
Yes, actually being
and that young lad, 14-year-old, you know, Pablo, when I was 14 in DT, we made a thing that dropped marbles through it and you had to try and slow them down. They're building an aeroplane.
Yeah, I know, but that's prehistoric
It
ages,
is
Steve,
prehistoric.
clearly,
They only
compared to
invented
the young
planes.
14-year-olds. Good luck with that anyway, and we look forward to seeing that progress.